Hi, welcome back to the channel. So today's topic is one that is personal for me and maybe for you if you're watching this. Um, I have always had a tough time going out and doing things when it comes to socializing, um, movies, shows, work, and other types of events. Recently, I have gotten back into an old rut where I would want to go do something, but I would find ways to cancel, or I would be halfway there and turn around and cancel and just say that something came up and I just couldn't make it. Um, this was something that I did most of my life, um, even after being diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. It's now wrapped into autism and ASD. So, however you want to frame or phrase autism and how it may or may not affect you is that's your choice. But even after I was diagnosed, I still um, I was still in this rut where um, I would want to go to the movies. I'd get tickets to the movies. We would get there. I would see all the people and everything happening. And then I just couldn't go. I would turn around and go back home and I would send my wife with someone or she would get a refund on the tickets. Same with um, musicals or other types of activities, going to friends, going to do things over the holiday. Um, and it wasn't until I started to see a therapist to look at therapeutic options to help me through this that I didn't start to turn this around. So when the lockdowns happened, um, I've always been fine, being at home and doing things around here. Um, I didn't have a want or a need, and I didn't miss going and doing things like I'm sure many people did. However, when the lockdowns were lifted and people could start to gather again, rushing right out there to try to do it again, I found myself really starting to struggle. And I have this little pocket inside of me that I call my avoidance zone. And my gut telling me that things weren't quite right about going and doing things again, interacting with people. I started to have the struggles in ways that I used to. And instead of dealing with it right away, I let it linger in my little avoidance zone pocket inside of me. Didn't deal with it. And it wasn't until probably the last week and a half, 2 weeks of deciding to do things and then getting back into that rut again where it was, I would start to go and I realized that I just couldn't go. And it got to a point where the good news is that I haven't let it get extremely far out of control like it was. Um, that I recognized that it was happening and that I needed to deal with it. So I'm taking time today to deal with it. And talking to you about it means that I am audibleizing it so that I can hear that I have gotten back into this rut that I don't really want to be in. Um, One, it's comfort, but it's not the kind of comfort that is going to help me um, live a life that I would like to live. So I really have to nip this in the bud. If you're someone who tends to be introverted, maybe you know what I'm talking about when it comes to things being closed and then things now are open again and have been for a while. And if you have had a similar struggle, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be very interested to hearing about it and even responding to the comments that you leave about it. Now, it's not that I don't like going out and doing things. There are things that catch my interest, and maybe things that are one of my special interests where it's something that I get a chance to get closer to. There will be, people will be there that also take joy in that interest. However, being able to um, address what's going on so that I can go again, so that I can have the level of success and satisfaction with being out with people, engaging with them in various social environments. It's something that I don't want to be too far set back on, and I could feel myself really backsliding um, in that area. So if you have found yourself backsliding in that area, again, feel free to share in the comments. Um, I read the comments and I respond to them when I can. Um, so anyway, that's really the meat of this video. Um, in addressing that, there were some things that I had not uh, done as often, and they was starting to creep back in. I was starting to relive and re-immerse myself in some habits that I had once broken. And if if that's something that is familiar to you and you have um, struggled in that area of backsliding, um, talking about it openly might not be an avenue for you, but I am taking that avenue because I didn't just want to hear it in my head. I wanted to hear it out loud, out in the open, so that I knew it was something that I definitely should deal with. Now, to really ease myself into this, I am going to be attending some very structured events. One that I do that's very structured that I do like to attend and enjoyed before things got shut down was 1 Million Cups. It's a local event that you get to hear presentations from local business, local entrepreneurs with a Q&A session after each um, uh, entrepreneur or company speaks. There's free coffee provided. Another thing that I hadn't done in a long time is go to a post-apocalyptic event with my tribe. So a lot of my tribe is going next month to an event in Oklahoma called Atomic Falls. So the last time I went, we um, had some activities, and I had a chance and an opportunity to record some mock commercials and mock PSAs that could be played for everyone at the event. And people really enjoyed them. They liked listening to them. They had a lot of questions. There was some interaction there that I didn't expect. That was actually very satisfying to me at the event. So I'm going to be working with my tribe to put together some new PSAs, new commercials to take down there and share with the other tribes that gather for the event. Um, my goal is to have these small, structured, um, very focus oriented events get me really back started to pick up ground and get back to a place where I was before the lockdowns. That is the goal. So I'm going to close the video today. If you did like the topic, please consider liking the video. If you are interested or like the subject matter of all things autism and living as an adult with autism, please consider subscribing to the channel and ringing the bell so that you can be notified when the next video is uploaded. Until then, remember to live each day the best you can, and may each day provide you a level of satisfaction and success that you're looking for. Until then, goodbye, world, and I'll see you on the next one.